is what we call
hater shit.
There is no better term. I think that shit is a joke that Cat Williams says. Watch that link. That shit is real.
For the record, today is November 20th, 2023. For more from my personal life, check out my personal blog at cocochanel.ysl. What is this? Oh. My caramel children of God. What the heck? What? What? Sorry, I'm like looking at the picture and I'm so confused. Yeah, okay.
Whatever. Doing this shit to celebrities. I'm not even a celebrity. They did it to me. It is creepy and scary as fuck. Also, they're driving me crazy, you guys. I'm trapped in this tent. They still have not given me an apartment. They have closed my case from shelter assistance 3 or 4 times. I finished the whole entire big thing of yarn. I'm making my baby a blanket. I'm 27 weeks pregnant. My insurance is refusing to allow me regular prenatal care, which is a state-funded plan, Molina Health Insurance to the state of Illinois. I have been seeing a doctor, random doctors, but it's just whatever's going on here.
She thinks she's so smart. Like, her eyes are big again. Like, her pupils. I'm so curious. Like, is that Adderall? Like, what does she she takes something, because you can tell whenever her eyes are like that. Oh, man, what was I gonna see? Oh, yeah, her fucking, I've been seeing just different, random doctors, because you are so, ignorant that you think that you can play the system. You think that you can go to a doctor here and there and that you're going to be able to get away with the baby. I don't even know what I would do if I find out this girl walks out of the hospital with the baby. I think my jaw will drop. Like, literally, there's no way. Like, if our system fails us every fucking day, so I wouldn't be too surprised. Shit.
Unacceptable. It's absolutely unacceptable.
It is that's what I'm saying. It is absolutely unacceptable.
And just to prove it to you guys, while I've been producing and creating all of this, I have been homeless this whole entire time. Look, here's the pic from 2021. Look. Hey, guys.
Hi, can you see me? What is this? Hey, it's like the same thing whenever she wants the referral code for her Cash App shit.
Just know if you want to be a sponsor or donate in any way, please do so via Cash App. I'm going to post the link. I did have to change it recently because they messed up my one Heather GEE one. So it's $Heather GoPro Solo. Anything is appreciated, even if it's $1, $5. It's very much appreciated. Thank you guys so much. Just because the comments have been real nasty again lately, mercifulstorm.com is a social justice page that I started creating in 2021, briefly after, so about 6 months after being displaced.
Okay, so I'm trying to listen to her, but I'm not really. So what I was saying is that how she's so fake. Let me point. Okay, so she says, today is November 20th, 2023. My family and I should have been restored, and I should have began receiving restitution long ago. Okay, you could have been with your family, Heather. That's the thing. And that's why I posted it on my community tab. And I put it in the video with the screenshot with you and your mom. Whenever she pretty much told you just need to get help. Just go get seen and let you pretty much see what you got to do. And you would rather stay on the streets and deal with what you're dealing with than to go to the hospital and get on meds. You don't even know if you would have to get on meds, by the way. So that is what irritates me. Is what do you mean? You should have been restored and reunited back with your family, but you didn't do what you needed to do to make that happen. Everyone's waiting on you. Like, damn.
From my own home. Very terrifying time. I wish I could say it was fixed. It's not. I'm still in a tent, as you can see. If you cannot acknowledge at the very least that I have been calling the FBI and law enforcement for help on camera since 2020, along with a million other domestic abuse resources and resources for homelessness, and getting zero results, you're blatantly lying to yourself. Can anyone speak on the fact that this is unacceptable, and how can you make this acceptable in any sort of rhetoric?
Well, I think it's unacceptable that you are wasting resources, and especially if you call 911. That shit, that makes me so mad. Finished the entire bundle I bought on Saturday. Need about 3 to 5 more to finish the baby blanket. So, hint, hint, sponsors.
Shout out for the food. Thank you guys so much. Please continue to worry first about feeding the children and my family, and then, blessing us with these gifts. I appreciate it greatly, but it's just so much. So thank you very much, but let's try to be more even in our distribution and begin with children. If this is abundance, then I'm super grateful. Thank you so much. In addition to that, Google Voice is not giving the option to block an unknown number. It does usually give the option. So I'm going to insert a screen recording of the fact that it's allowing me to block any other number other than the unknowns, so that we can go on the record as to 4 solid years of this lovely treatment. So,
dude, that's so crazy. You can't do that with the unknown number. That's fucked up. Notice how there is the option to report something as spam or block. That's even available for anonymous callers, but disabled for unknowns. Okay, I guess she's recording it. Oh, whoa, that was a pharmacy calling. Okay. Wow. Damn. See, there's always a little tiny bit of truth in her big old lies, I'm telling you. Donuts are a band-aid on a fracture, but we are grateful nonetheless. Well, that's sweet. Very, very sweet.
Yum. Thank you so much, Stans. The real so MVP
nice.
here.
I was about to say, they're so nice. Like, I wonder how they know them. Like, are they just like, I'm about to like Google this place, because they're always like giving them stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're always like helping them out. And it's like, are they good? They have to be good people. Like, bad people wouldn't do that, you know? That's sweet. Just because I'm not thinking about just like Heather and Xavier, because I wonder if like, because, you know, sometimes like people will like buy a meal for someone, you know, or during certain hours, homeless people could go and go get a free meal. And I just love like restaurants and especially small businesses who do that, you know, or if there's like a certain old man that's always on the side, you know, close by, and they just happen to bring him the leftovers, whatever's left, why throw them away? Like, that's cool.
We love donuts. Love them.
And I'm sorry, but I'm just so curious for the people who get so mad. Like, do y'all get mad if people give Heather and Xavier food like that? Like, do you get mad and you're like, oh, why do people feed them? They don't deserve food. Why did they give them food? Like, please let me know. I just want my little comfy apartment, my family, and my car back. You can keep the drama for someone else's mama. I've been tracking this in detail since 2019, 6:28 p.m.
So I found a little toggle on Google Voice that says filter spam unsuspected spam phone calls. So we're gonna try that. You guys know this has been ongoing for nearly 4 years.
No vowels. I feel so bad. I wonder if I want to try to like turn it down and then maybe read what she says. I wonder if they'll let me do that. Because, again, this hair dryer, I hope and pray they are responsible enough to like turn it off. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hope they don't sleep with that thing on. That makes me so nervous. Y'all, it gets hot. Like, hair dryers, especially, and like hair straighteners, anything like that, it gets hot. Anything you plug it in, after a while, it gets hot. And you run that bitch for hours. I mean, imagine how many times we have to listen to it. So, I mean, I understand it's freaking cold as heck, but I would also go get a fucking hotel room and I wouldn't be in a tent. But we different. I'm different. Y'all remember that song? My oldest used to love that song. I'm different. Yeah, I'm different.
And built all of these Instas and probably a few more that I'm not remembering the handles for, that they've literally just been locking for no reason. It makes no sense, and Instagram doesn't take responsibility. They say it's not them, or they don't even answer at all. I don't know, you guys. It's 4 years. Like, will someone please do something already?
All right, I had to read that, Heather. Okay, so I found a little toggle on Google Voice that says filter spam, unsuspected spam phone calls. So we are going to try that. You guys know this has been ongoing for nearly 4 years now. I don't know what else I can do. You can look at mercifulstorm.com, the strongest doll, DU doll. 1, Heather G forever _ Power P WR marketing with no vowels. I created and built all of these Instas and probably a few more than that. I'm not remembering the handles for that. They've literally just been locking for no reason. It made no sense, and Instagram doesn't take responsibility. They say it's not them, or they don't even answer at all. I don't know, you guys. It's 4 years. Like, will someone please do something already? I could see this as her mugshot. Look at this picture. Okay, 27 weeks of the most enjoyable pregnancy ever. Sarcasm. Yeah, we know, Heather. We know you don't enjoy any of your pregnancies because you don't enjoy being a mother or a mom. 7:53 p.m. All right. She's about to bitch. We can tell by the look of her face.
So I just went to the restroom so that I could learn that they destroyed these pants as well. There's like a hole this big. It's strategically placed there. This is one of 3 pairs of pants I have left.
Y'all are about gross. Why are you and Xavier putting holes in your pants? Maybe because it's so warm down there, it's just spreading. What the fuck? That sounded so bad, but I'm just saying because I was thinking about the hair dryer. Like, she talks too much. Man, do y'all see what I'm saying though? Like I said in my last video, I haven't seen anything that she got the kids whenever she got that $400, okay? I haven't seen any outfits that she got for the kids. And then she's still saying she doesn't have any maternity pants out of $400. Where you at? Ice cream? Yeah, ice cream. Or using the bathroom and finding a hole in your crotch.
I can't fucking take it anymore, you guys. Who does shit like that? Like, what the fuck? 27 weeks pregnant.
Don't, y'all, please tell me that's not her waistband. Somebody, please tell me that is not her waistband and that it's something that helps support the baby. But if you're going to help support the baby, isn't it supposed to be, like, on the bottom of the belly to, like, hold it up? I'm so nervous to look at it because I don't want it to be, like, squishing the baby. Okay, here we go.
Exhausted. And I go to sleep with my charger plugged in right there. We're sleeping on a rubber-backed carpeting that has rubber on it from an...
Hey, that's actually not bad, bro. I'm sitting here thinking you were actually, like, laying on carpet. Like, you had a tent. Like, whenever I used to go camping, it's just a tent. You just get a basic-ass fabric, barely tent. and you tie the bitch together. We didn't have locks on our tents, but we also didn't live in tents.
We're sleeping on a rubber-backed carpeting.
Like, seriously, her eyes. Seriously, there was no. I mean, we laid on what we fucking laid that tent on. So that's nice. Like, that's luxury for most people. You have fucking rubber plus carpet, bitch. You got double padding. You got double the comfort.
That has rubber on it from an abandoned Walmart. Okay? It has no leaks at all, and it is rubber on one side. Somehow, only in areas exposed to us, it's wet. The rest of the...
Ew, y'all be wet? I'm sorry, that was stupid. That was loud. Why would you say that? Like, that's kind of weird and embarrassing. Only where we are, it's wet. Is she trying to say it's wet underneath? Girl, y'all's tent is a whole ass mess. Y'all probably have mildew in that bitch. Now that y'all have a carpet in there, oh Lord.
Surface area is completely dry. Makes no sense. I also wake up, I need the light, Xavier, and into the power strip where all of my chargers have been without any issue for the past several weeks.
Maybe it's just a blue shirt. Okay, I was about to freak, for real. Oh, no. Is it? I might have to take it back and look at the very beginning. I can't tell. It looked like a band, and then right now it kind of looks like a shirt, but then it kind of looks like a band. It's 1:40 a.m. and they still got that fucking hair dryer on.
My chargers are missing. Make that make sense. We sleep with a lock on the inside of the tent. Xavier and I are the only ones here.
That is a band.
I'm tired of fucking being played with.
Maybe it's like a supporting. I'm just gonna. I pray it is. Lord Jesus, make that a supporting band for the baby, and don't do it how Heather wants to do it. You just do that thing for her.
Leave my shit alone. There's a grocery store a block away. They have everything.
Okay. I'm so tired of Marcy's Law. Ooh, I see. It kind of looks wet over there, but you're not over there, so that's kind of weird. 5 a.m. Did you sleep for 3 hours, or did you not go to sleep?
Still awake, trying to get everything dry and keep it that way. Exhausted.
Why was the tent blowing in? Please, I hope it was wind and they didn't have the blow dryer like at. No, let's just watch.
7 weeks pregnant, living the fucking dream here.
Hey, you put yourself there. Look, what the fuck did I tell y'all? That bitch was a mess. I'm going back.
Trying to get everything dry and keep it that way. Exhausted. 27.
Like, it's driving me crazy because they are not organized. How in the hell? You got, like, empty bags just thrown around. Everything is thrown around. Why isn't everything, like, just put down nice and neat and everything has its spot? Like, y'all, try to look at it. Y'all, try, seriously, it's so bad.
7 weeks pregnant, living the fucking dream here. You see? I was up until 5 a.m. trying to keep Xavier dry and all of our belongings from getting destroyed. Finally fell asleep around 5:30. And at 7:30, someone stole our extension cord and our ability to dry and heat ourselves.
I wonder if y'all are bothering someone or you're taking from someone you're not supposed to, and that's why they took it. Because I'm not going to lie. If I ask you something or you doing something, I can see myself walking out and just ripping that bitch out the fucking thing and taking that shit. Especially if I respectfully ask you already. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know where she's at. I don't know if that's someone's personal. I don't know if it's that community thing, but then she was just like pissing people off. I don't know. I don't know. But you're just in the wrong neighborhood, maybe.
Freezing, wet, and that's about it. All my shelter requests have been closed through the city of Chicago.
Oh my gosh.
After about 30 times submitting them. So I'm done doing that.
Yeah. She's done doing that, and she wants you sponsors to become private sponsors. And get her an apartment. She doesn't want to have to rely on 311. She wants to rely on y'all. She needs this apartment before the baby, so she wants y'all to get on it.
Receiving threats from people impersonating law enforcement, government officials, etc. and so forth. Ready to shut this phone number down completely. I just have...
Look, I'm gonna say, some of y'all better be lucky Heather ain't got, like, weapons on her ass. My eyes are hazel, super green, more than light brown, but they look black in this lighting. Girl, you better stop. That is one thing I call out. Do you watch my videos? Because I call out your eyes all the time. And you always, when I just said in my other video too, you can tell whenever her eyes and her pupils are big. And especially whenever they look fucking almost black and she looks soulless. That's not a filter, honey. That is not a filter. You do that so much and it doesn't matter where you're at, Heather. So stop. Oh, it was the lighting. Dumbass. 11/21/23. Exhausted is not the word. I'm sorry, that was a bad statement.
To point out that it's crazy to me that everything that they've put me through and all of the reports that I filed regarding each
Stop.
of
You look like a freakily dude. Stop it.
the violations of the law, human and civil rights, etc. and so forth, they just continue. But like I said, if I were to walk up to someone doing it and stab them in the face, I would go to prison for a long time. Is not 4 years long enough to figure out who the fuck is doing this and put a stop to it? How am I being protected, but I'm being kept outside in a tent?
They somehow got into the locked tent and cut holes into the crotch of my remaining 3 pairs of pants that fit. I'm so cold. On top of that, they are stealing and or destroying all of my belongings and have been since this began in 2020.
How is Xavier's brother the district attorney and I'm supposed to trust them, but they've been holding both of us outside in a tent? I'm 27 weeks pregnant.
Y'all
and
don't want to get
Molina Healthcare, a plan that I was put on by the state of Illinois. Doesn't it even sound weird? Molina, like you're a mole, a lady mole, like a woman mole. What's a mole? Someone who goes to see what's going on in certain offices or places.
It's Molina.
I'm not a fucking mole. At the very least, no one has ever paid me to be one. I called DHS, asked them for an insurance change, and they said, quote, "You're locked in. We cannot change you." That's a lie. I have not been able to see a regular OB, my gynecologist, because they don't accept my insurance. So I'm going to random OB gynecologists that accept this Molina healthcare. What about my happiness, my pregnancy, my health?
What the fuck? What about the baby, Heather? That's what matters here. You too, bro. You almost look like a dude. Protection, huh? June 24, 2022. Wills. Okay, I probably shouldn't read that anyways. Isn't crazy that in the 17 months since taking this pic, I've been pregnant twice and damned to a tent for 12 of the 17 months? Checks payable to Heather Gillespie. Is rubber waterproof? Oh, her carpet tent. Report fraud. Report submitted. Thank you for helping our work to protect consumers. Oh, Lord. You are a fraud, Heather. Like, you are a fraud. You're a fraud and you just scam people. Okay, notes. November 21st, 2023 at 12:52 p.m. Was that her confirmation number? That JC 527-829. Date, November 28th, 2019. This date was provided by CPD at, that's a telephone, 11/21/23, but I think it was closer to October, actually. One of the first reports I made when I was frantically going to meet up with Mike Rome, who was on a date, and I got pulled over on the way and told everything to law enforcement about the weird gay extortion and threats and physical abuse, etc. Messages to prove this can be found on my locked Instagram and Facebook accounts. That's so crazy. Like, first of all, I thought she was reporting something like that just happened. And then now it's like, what are you talking? An officer pulls you over and then you just immediately, that sounds like you, Heather. You immediately tell him about like all your past shit. Like you are just going to meet someone. So that has nothing to do with, oh goodness gracious. Okay, let's see. 27 weeks, 4 days. Dang. Oh my gosh, I was about to say, stop. This was fucking forever ago, but she's doing a video, like a memory. I don't know why she does that. Do y'all remember this? She said, F a boyfriend, let me get a check, please. This was 2 years ago. This is whenever she went to that store and tried on the fucking skates.
God, please find me a boyfriend. No, give me a check so I could buy my own.
Give me a boyfriend. So, okay. She said, give me a boyfriend because she wanted the skates. She doesn't really want a boyfriend. She said, see, you're just a little fucking gold digger.
God, please find me a boyfriend. No, give me a check so I could buy my own. I love him so much.
She's so rude. It's so sad. Like, all I could see in this picture is the baby. And it just hurts my heart so bad. Like, why did... It just aggravates me whenever, like, the people who are not supposed to have kids have so many kids. They don't take care of them. Other people have to take care of them. They're separated. There's something wrong with them because the parents didn't care. And then the people who want kids, they can't have kids. Yes, I completely agree. People should adopt. But some people want their kids of their own, like their own flesh and blood. And it just sucks. It makes me so mad. And there's like, there's always people around. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a couple people around my town who are like that. And I can't stand them. Like, no respect. You're sick. You're disgusting. You don't love your kids. You obviously don't care about your family either. They're sitting there raising your own kids. And you're out there partying, almost dying every weekend. Like, it's so sad. It makes me so mad. And then here Heather is. Pregnant twice. That she's been on the tent, or in the tent that we know of. She's been like, and I always think, I usually try to think of it as maybe God's given everyone like another chance whenever you get pregnant again. And people keep on failing most of the time. So the ones who got sober, the ones who did what they needed to do, the ones who stepped up and became a mom or a dad, whether you're a single mom, a single dad, or whether you're a mama or aunt taking on someone else's, thank you and congratulations. And hopefully, you know, these other parents will get their shit together, because believe me, you think your kids ain't gonna want to have nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with you whenever you are old enough. So you need to hurry up and get right before it's too late. Because believe me, it's not going to be fun being alone whenever you're old and nobody to help you, take care of you, nothing. You can do shit on your own, Heather. So you should do that now, and you should show your family I appreciate you guys. I'm sorry that I did this to y'all, but I'm going to make it up to you every day. That's what you need to start doing now. I'm telling you, you never know. Like, you already lost one aunt. Like, you never know who's going to be next. And that's just real fucking life. Like, you never know who's going to go that very next day. And this is what you're doing. And I don't even know if Heather knew that was real whenever her Aunt Diane passed away. She thought someone was, like, fucking with her or something. Ranting already. I'm not doing this, Heather. A 5-second video. You want me to click on a 5-second video that we already watched hundreds of times? Yeah, it's the car. I did love that video. 27 weeks, 5 days pregnant. Both of my shelter requests have been closed without any placement or assistance. Well, you also have to actually want it, Heather. You can't be like, I'm good. I don't need shelter. Thanks again. 1:49 a.m. My face is swollen. My belongings are scattered all over the tent. My blankets are all in a pile, and I don't sleep that way. Girl, don't you even start with me, because the other video I did, your tent was a whole ass mess, and you was up, and you knew about it. So that was all you. Or Coco, or Senza, or Noom, or somebody.
I don't know why I keep waking up at this time. I miss my kids. Dee Dee finally answered yesterday for a brief moment. She seemed overwhelmed, and this has to stop. I don't understand.
Dude, you better stop overwhelming that child. You better fucking stop. Oh, wow. How can you put this? That feeling of, I want my mom, has no age limit, no time limit, and no distance limit. But here you are as a mom, and your kids cannot get to you if they want to, because you won't let them. God, please help me and my family. Please have mercy. God is about to open doors for you. No man's mouth will be able to close. Yeah, well, you also got to do something too, Heather. And you actually have to believe in God. You can't. He's not a genie. Does she seriously text back an automated? I have emailed you and called you no less than 100 times. I never receive a call for placement or pickup. I called regularly to check status on you. Just continue to close my cases. I'm 27 weeks pregnant. I need housing urgently, please. Your SMS is not recognized by 311 city info alerts. We don't know what you say.
You guys, I had to get a cart.
Oh, shut. You really be watching. Why don't you just pop in and say, hey, what's that? Like under your real name. All these little trolls, sponsors. I'm going to start calling them sponsors up in my comments. That is, this is why I had to get a cart. Like, it's so funny, like, whenever I, like, say something in my videos and then she says something, it's like, it's just, yeah, you felt, okay, Heather. You're on a cart yet again. I don't know what your first excuse was, but whatever. She's not this far along. Like, all right, I want to take a break in the video real quick because I wanted to read this one incident report from Thanksgiving. I'm pretty sure this is the night, if y'all remember, Heather herself said her kids were crying. Her and her kids were in the closet. They were crying. They wanted to leave. They wanted to go. And she says, well, sometimes she will say the truth and sometimes they'll say that they took the kids from her. But she has said they wanted to leave and they wanted to go to their dad's. So this is from that night, okay? I know I have been saying, I've been wanting to pull out FOIAs and calls and stuff like that, but I just don't have the time and I don't have the patience and I have so much going on. So BCG, thank you so much. Like literally I just told her like happy Thanksgiving. It fucking takes a village. So thank you all for what y'all do. Not only the people who post about Heather, but everyone who subscribes, everyone who comments, everyone who interacts, everyone. It means so much to me. It means so much to me. And I just want to say thank you. I know I have been saying, I've been wanting to pull out FOIAs and calls and stuff like that, but I just don't have the time and I don't have the patience and I have so much going on. So BCG, thank you so much. Like literally I just told her like happy Thanksgiving. It takes a village. So thank you all for what y'all do. Not only the people who post about Heather, but the everyone who subscribes, everyone who comments, everyone who interacts, everyone. like, it really does take a village with her. Y'all don't understand, every comment helps. Y'all don't, like, so many people will be in my comments and will tell your experience with Heather, and y'all don't know how many people that helps who were, like, on the fence with her, you know? Or who was like, Heather fucking simps, and they finally opened up their eyes. So thank you for y'all as well for telling, your story, for reaching out to Heather and not, being ashamed. I've done it before too. It just means that we're real people with real hearts, and we want to know who Heather is on our own. So again, here is the report. Okay, so this incident happened November 28th, 2019. Crazy, right? It was in Illinois. She was 32. And remember y'all remember what night this was, okay? And this was on Roscoe, okay, in the apartment. I'm going to try my hardest to read this as best as I can. Look, narrative. That's why I'm so not a police caller. Like, what the fuck? I mean, this whole time, y'all, I feel so slow. Am I the only slow one? Like, this whole time, I'm like, why does she call her story, like, a narrative? Like, most people would be like, my story. Like, I want to get my story out. Or, this is what happened. But she always says the narrative. Pushing the narrative. I gave my narrative. The narrative. So I'm like, is she just trying to sound like another smart way to say it? But now that I see the police report and it's the narrative, now I understand. Because she probably fills out these motherfuckers so many times. That word is just like she is talking about literally this type of narrative. I am so slow. Happy Thanksgiving. What the heck? Okay. In summary, Ross responded to check the well-being call. Upon arrival, victim related to Ross that she felt like someone was outside her apartment. This is Heather, by the way. Watching her and her kids, and was afraid to move around the residence. She also related when she was in the Uber earlier, she thought it was a vehicle following them around. Victim related that her ex-boyfriend is involved with bad people and that he has people doing surveillance to her residence. She explained that she going through a lot of stress in her life with death in her family, her finance, and other things. She did not want to talk too much about things because blank victim said it was cameras through the entire apartment and people watching the residence. Ross offered medical attention for her, but she declined at the time. She had 3 kids with her in the residence, and Ross arranged for them to stay with other relatives. The 2 oldest, blank and blank, went with their grandparents' house for the night. The 3rd child was arranged to be picked up by her father. The victim stated that she was to seek help on her own term. This is so creepy. Ross gave her the phone number to CAP's office for help assistance. Victim related that she was taking medicine for her anxiety, but have not taken it over 6 weeks, which was Xanax, and she also was taking Adderall for her ADHD. Ross witnessed her take a half of pill on scene, and she appeared to calm down a little. She just stated that she wanted to rest while her kids was gone. So it's like she just took the medicine. Oh. I think that's pretty telling that she has had Xanax, which is usually used for anxiety, for 6 weeks, and she has not taken any for 6 weeks. So that must be a very random anxiety panic attack. If you go 6 weeks without having one. That's great though. But I think it's pretty telling whenever she takes half of a pill And then she says that she just wanted to rest while her kids was gone. So that means she knows that Xanax is going to make her tired and probably go to sleep because she doesn't really have, like, you know, anxiety or panic. Well, she may have that night. Wow. I'm not going to read, like, all the names and stuff like that, but... So that's what happened that night, which makes sense. I think what surprised me the most, honestly, was I did not know she took... I didn't know she took Xanax or anything like that. I wondered if she had anxiety or panic attacks, but I don't think she has them as much as I would assume she... I have anxiety and panic attacks really bad. So I thought, shit, if I have them that bad, then she has to have them, you know? But she's never said anything about it. And the only thing she's ever said... Did she say bipolar? What did she say she was one time? Or had ADHD. She'll say something, and then she'll say she doesn't have any mental illnesses. And I've never really even heard her talk about benzos or like Xanax or anything like that. So that kind of surprised me. That kind of let me know, okay, yes, she was probably exploring and in her like party scene era where she was like trying different things, taking different things. Whew. Thank you for looking this up, BCG. I'm so excited to see more. The bludgeoning. I want to see, and it would be cool to see it. Like, did they give you a video? Did they have video there? Because, like, I just reading this, I just envision Heather sitting down and, like, talking. It was so weird. Like, how I could just almost picture everything.
Good morning, you guys. Happy Thanksgiving. Holidays always make me feel a little better. I'm working on creating tradition in my current circumstances, so we're getting ready to go to the parade downtown. That should be fun. I'm super irritated about an order from Target that I ordered, some pajamas that my son asked me for. My children don't ask me for things. They are like afraid to ask me for things. Or not afraid, but like they feel bad because of what I'm currently dealing with, you know, so they don't want to put any additional stress on me. My son asked me for one thing, and it's like turning into a huge production. Thursday was the delivery date, Tuesday, then it was Wednesday, then it was Thursday, and I said to him, wow, they're going to deliver some pajama pants on Thanksgiving? That's wild. Now it's Monday the 27th. It's coming from like a mile away from how swollen and how much water I'm retaining in my legs specifically. We have to go for a walk. It's like I need rest. I get exhausted and I'm cold. Look at this. So that side.
She been need to get that checked out. I'm telling you, now that you're pregnant, it's gonna get worse. But I'm glad to see she has no socks on, because I always wondered if that was... Well, I know that was not making it easier if she keeping her socks on. I don't know. Does she take her socks off at night? I don't know.
Is with a compression.
Ooh, is that lotion? What the fuck is on your leg? That's so weird. I always put it in my hands first and then, like, spread it.
Above, you could see all the water retention. You could feel it. We're finally ready, and probably 10 more minutes to put that over the top, and the parade has already started. So I'm trying to maintain a positive attitude, but I need to take my prenatal, and I need something in my stomach. Otherwise,
I need to take my prenatal. That's funny, because I was saying I doubt she even takes her fucking prenatals.
Start getting sick, and I need. I don't know how to live in the street effectively. I'm a bad street person. I am better inside. That is for sure. All right, you guys. So I have not heard.
She's like, oh my gosh, I love this light. Look at her. She's like, perfect lighting. Perfect.
Back from Alexis. I'm not really sure what's going on there. Yes, it's terrifying. Yes, I walk out there every month and drop off groceries and try to...
Hey, I thought she said that this jacket did not fit. That bitch is all the way zipped up. It looked pretty fit to me.
See her. I've not been able to see her since May 26th. It's Thanksgiving Day 2023. This has been the situation on and off since Dylan's release from the IDOC, and he was inmate number Y12173.
No one cares.
And that's Dylan Smith. I've always been a person who had their own home, lived inside. I grew up in west suburb of Elmhurst, moved to the city around 20 years old, and have always had my own apartment. My older kids I invited to come out here. I'm usually the one throwing Thanksgiving or going to my grandma's in Palatine. We call her G.
Who the hell believes Heather used to do Thanksgiving? Like, Heather was the one that you would go to her house because she was cooking Thanksgiving. Who believes that?
But we haven't done that in 3 years. Also, ironically, since the release of Dylan Smith from the IDOC, inmate number Y1217.
Have you ever thought, like, you let him fuck you over? You let him take you down the bad paths? And, yeah, even though he led you there, you still willingly went? So it's not ironically when Dylan, it's ironically whenever you fucked up. Some other people were there, but you still fucked up. Fuck them. We don't care. We're not doing that. You worry about you and yours. So you fucked up. You fix it. Stop blaming shit on other people. My gosh. Could I imagine how my life would be so miserable if I had that kind of mind?
And 3. So if you want to know why I always bring that up, it's because that is the marking point. There are 5.
This picture brings back so many memories, I swear. She was obsessed with her abs and her freaking ribs and stomach. Oh, look at the baby now. Oh, shit. Okay, Heather. Okay.